Here's Markov. Markov, sharp angle. Bad pass. Gets out. Race for it. And Van Riemsdyk in on goal. Scores! James Van Riemsdyk showing the speed. Pulls away. Ties the game for Toronto.
Well, that was one of the big positives, talking about JVR putting on the Jets there, beating PK Subban the other night in Montreal. But we're back at it, getting set for tonight's game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Welcome you back to the Molson Canadian TML Talk Game Day #Skate Show here at Air Canada. Okay, my hashtag moves around a little bit. We move it around a little bit here. Actually, our cast of characters moves around a little bit as well. Gord Stellick, Tessa Bonhomme, and Brooke Pashley. I know the world of social media as well. You're involved in a lot of the both charitable and corporate ventures that MLS is involved in. We got a special guest.
Well, we just saw James Van Riemsdyk on the screen there, and he is part of what we're going to talk about, I guess we could say that. So I'd like to welcome in the Vice President of Philanthropy for Sun Life Financial, Paul Jolliet.
He looks young, a young Vice President.
Assistant
Vice President, there you go. Got it.
Well, we thought we'd have it today, but there's a big thing going on, and I'm sure a lot of fans out there have already seen this. It's actually one of my favorite things, the commercial with David Clarkson and the young kid for Helping Buds, and Sun Life Financial has created this program, Helping Buds. So let's talk about it. What is it all about?
Sure. Well, the Sun Life Financial Helping Buds program is really just our latest initiative as we look to try to prevent type 2 diabetes amongst children. And what we're doing is every time the Toronto Maple Leafs record an assist at home at the ACC during the 2013-14 regular season, Sun Life is donating $100 to the Helping Buds program. And we're actually increasing that amount to $200 every time JVR or David Clarkson picks up an assist of their own. And the funds are being used to get children who are at risk of developing type 2 diabetes into the game of hockey. And it's our hope that by getting them incrementally active, it will actually reduce their odds of developing the disease.
So now the Leafs have been very successful here at home this year so far. So can you give us a number figure on where we're at right now?
We are up to a little bit over $33,000. We're hoping to hit 50 by the end of the season, and we're well on our way to reaching that goal.
Now, I know you touched upon diabetes prevention, and that's partly why the program is going on, but can you touch on why Sun Life Financial became a part of this program?
You got it. Well, diabetes is becoming just a global epidemic, and actually the World Health Organization has called diabetes the epidemic of the 21st century. And right here at home in Canada, right now, 1 in 4 Canadians are actually living with diabetes or pre-diabetes. But the scary thing is that by 2020, so in just 6 short years, that number is going to actually increase to 1 in 3 Canadians. And we have a unique perspective on the disease as well at Sun Life because we are Canada's leading provider of group benefits. So we can see that the costs associated with diabetes rising incrementally year over year. It's quite staggering. So we've taken all of that into consideration, and we've now made it our mission to help prevent diabetes and its related complications, not only here in Canada, but around the world in the countries in which we do business. And in the past 14 months, as part of this initiative, we've actually committed more than $10 million now to the fight against diabetes.
So technically, where is this money going? Like, where is it directly going?
So with the Helping Buds program, it's going into a program in the Thorncliffe area of Toronto to help children get into the game of hockey who couldn't otherwise afford to be able to play. And because a lot of the children in that area come from a South Asian background, it's South Asian population actually in Canada is actually 3 to 5 times more likely to develop diabetes than the general population. So already these children are at risk just because of their background. So it's great to see their faces out on the ice, and it brings a smile to our faces as well, and we can make children happy.
Learning something new every day. And last but not least, I just got to ask you, I know that the players contribute on the ice by putting up assists, and JVR and Clarkson as well, but fans at home can also add to that. I know that a lot of people have been proactive, like I said, about watching the commercial and tweeting about it. So how can they add to the cause?
Absolutely, thank you. What we're encouraging Leafs fans to do from across the country is utilize the hashtag Helping Buds. I know you're big on social media, so here's another hashtag for you, Helping Buds. And every time people use that hashtag, Sun Life will donate an additional $2 to the Helping Buds program. So we're encouraging fans to grab their iPhones, their Blackberries, their Android device, whatever it is they might have, and use that hashtag Helping Buds. And it's our hope that together with Leafs Nation, we can actually get more children active in the game of hockey and help prevent type 2 diabetes in the process.
And I've got to recommend, if anyone hasn't seen that commercial yet, it is quite cute. Have you seen it, Tessa?
I have, yeah. And the good news is according to Canadian Tire, there is no unassisted goal, so there's always going to be assists here, right?
That's right.
Right?
That's exactly, well, you just had the commercial running there, and it's funny, you know, the connections. I mean, Toronto's where Dr. Best and Banting, I mean, insulin really hasn't that's been the best invention ever here as far as fighting it. And then you've got Sun Life Building. That's where Clarence Campbell and the NHL headquartered in Montreal. And the other part, you talk about coaching your son in select hockey at Leaside, and you see the ad there, and it's amazing the quality of life that kids can still lead, including playing hockey with this kind of help.
You got it. And we've had a lot of interaction with kids from the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. These are kids who, essentially are born with the disease, but through living a healthy, active lifestyle and being active and eating a balanced diet, these children really can lead an average life just like every other child as well.
Well, a great initiative as well, and we applaud you on it, and we'll continue to get the hashtags out there. Brooke will do it better than I do.
Hashtag helping buds.
Hashtag helping buds.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much, Paul.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Hashtag what's next, Tessa?
Hashtag, I believe it's break next, is it not?
There we go.
All right, heading into break. By using Helping Buds, make sure you guys get on it, donate, go to Type 2 Diabetes Research. Important. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back with more Blue Jackets and Leafs tonight, 7 p.m. at the Air Canada Centre.